Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio tonight, in the Soul by Ludacris headphone studio, I am pumped to be hanging out with the fellas known as The Wanted.
Yeah.
Yo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fellas, yeah.
Yeah.
It has been way too long. How are things? That's the lamest question, but how you doing?
Really good. Really good.
Positive.
I guess last time I talked to you, just to get a little time check here, it was just before you moved into the house.
Yeah.
Maybe I talked to you once, Tom, since I'm not sure. And Nathan, you were having you had throat surgery maybe like 2 months after us. But how are you doing, by the way? I guess you're doing great, right?
I'm all right.
Is that rough having throat surgery, or is it just a piece of cake?
It's pretty rough. To be fair, I can't remember. I was high for most of it.
Well, there you go.
Not
That was
like
before
that.
he had the
Before you
Yeah.
That was
Nothing to
just
do with the
whilst we were in
operation
the
at all.
house. It was high as a kite.
I mean the general anaesthetic, of course.
Oh,
not,
right,
not
yeah.
anything else.
But clearly you're doing great. The TV show. Let's just jump into the TV show real quick, and we'll pause and come back and get into all the music because a lot of stuff to cover on that. But the TV show, is it what you guys expected? You know, what are the pros and cons? Would you do it again? You know, how much did we not see? You know, that we should have seen. All that fun stuff.
I really enjoyed lots of it. Some stuff I do look back and go, wow, I'm drinking at 9 a.m. That's sort of embarrassing. But
That's a
I
problem,
think,
though.
you know,
That is a problem.
Might be
That is a serious
I think
problem.
out of all the reality shows I've seen, I think it was the most real one I've ever seen. And obviously there is stuff that, you know, they cut down 2 months into, 30 minutes. So,
Right.
some stuff I was like, oh God, I look really stupid there. When in reality, I looked worse. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, no.
Got a pig hat on.
Yeah, he's got a pig hat on right
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
You know, most reality, I want to say most, from what I understand, you know, a lot of reality shows, everything, I mean, they put you in these weird circumstances, like you would never do X, Y, Z, yet they stick you there and they say, hey, act natural. But, you know, and then basically nothing's real is what I'm getting to. So clearly this one was a break from that, and it was actually somewhat real at least. Anything on camera caught, or actually anything caught on camera and made it to network that you wish would not have aired?
Probably episodes 1 to 6. I thought 7 was all right.
7 cut up to par, 1 through 6. All right.
Yeah.
Album, of course, called Word of Mouth, hitting the stores, available for download, for legal download, September 23rd. The details on the album, what do we need to know? Unless he's going to release it to everybody.
It's
anyway.
really good.
All
It's
right.
it's high standard. I think.
If we do
but
say
it's
so
out-
ourselves.
It's out on the 23rd of September. It's going to be our first worldwide release. And we kind of released an EP catching the whole of America up on everything that we've been doing over the last few years. So yeah, we were supposed to release it last year, and we kind of got to the stage where we were happy with 3/4 of it, and 1/4 of it were kind of a bit here nor there with it, and just thought, you know what, let's do a bit more writing. So we held off for probably another 8 months, well, 9 months. I think it was worth the wait, actually, I really do. No listening to it all.
The track We Own the Night, before we go into this track, backstory on this? I know the video was shot in a pub, or maybe not the whole thing, but portions were shot in a pub, you know?
Yeah, the video was kind of set in a pub, and it's kind of got that like really feel-good vibe to it. I think it's quite nostalgic. And, the song actually, we heard it in New York in Def Jam offices with a guy called Dave Massey, and in fact, Nath was recovering from the surgery at that point. It was just us four, and as soon as we heard it, it was like
We were like, we don't need him anymore. We've got a top song just for 4 of us.
Who needs him?
Yes.
so. Yeah, we kind of heard the song and was like, yeah, this is the one.
Give me some epic party stories. I know you guys, you know, you're not the typical, the phrase boy band doesn't seem to fit with you guys. Like backstage at one of our shows, like Wango Tango or Jingle Ball, whatever it was, you guys come up, how can we, here's my accent, how can we get some beer back here? You know, like, I think you were sneaking into the beer
You sound
line.
like the guy of, you watched that program with American Dad, but it's not American Dad, and he's like, I want to get some beer. King of the Hill.
there you
You sound
go.
like him. We're going to get some beer back here or what?
Yeah. So you guys must have some pretty twisted, you know, party stories, road stories. I want to hear one of these things.
I think we're one of the weirdest ones, the dogs.
The dogs?
The actual dogs.
I beg your pardon.
That
Oh yeah, yeah,
toys.
Yeah,
in
the
a
puffed up times.
Oh, yeah.
Just because that one is like something off a film.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I might just say it. I'm going to say it.
Say it.
So me and Max, we were lost in New York, and we actually missed a flight, and our tour manager was very angry, and the boys weren't too happy. But we woke up above a pub with an Irish woman, and she had 2 dogs, one of which was coughing up an adult toy. And
What?
as we will, and this sound, the only reason we wouldn't say is because it was an adult toy, but it was just how bonkers is that?
Was it still buzzing?
Oh no! It was
we woke-
melted
like,
and stuff.
I woke up and it was the sick was right next to my head, and the dog was like, I was like and it was like this really bright green colour. But I could see it was like rubber or something. I was like, is that a...
And she got on the phone.
And then she rang the vet and was like, Doctor, she's puking up the dildo again. I was like,
I think that's the last of it, though. Yeah, I think she's fine now. Then, as we were walking through New York trying to find a taxi, I was looking at Max and went, "What? This can't be real life." But yeah, we got to the gig we were meant to be getting to, and the boys forgave us after we told them that story. So
Yeah, it was really,
Sorry, boys.
We were furious, and then they got there, and it was like, you wouldn't believe what just happened. It's like, no story in hell is going to fix this. And then he told us, and it was like, fair play.
That's pretty epic. Have you called the lady to check on her dog and the toy?
no, but next time we're
The toy's
in
fine,
New
the dog's
York,
dead.
Dog can't walk.
The toy's still in use.
All right. What the?
Oh,
Dude, I did
yeah.
not expect
Everyone
that.
feels uncomfortable
far,
now.
too far.
Awkward.
This has gone to a dark place.
Like the toy.